I guess not. It's okay.
I'm still rolling.
Oh, are you?
Always.
Right off Lincoln Highway, just where you would least expect it in New Lenox, is a hidden gem. Bourbons Smokehouse. Right inside a strip mall is some of the best barbecue that you will ever taste. Brad Johansson here, America's Best Restaurant, ABR Roadshow, and we are here in New Lenox. My boy Joe has got something working here. Bourbons Smokehouse, I want to take you inside to meet Joe and everything he's got to offer. Let's go. This must be Joe. How are you, buddy?
Nice to meet you.
Man, what a beautiful place you've got here.
Thank you.
Did you plan this whole dining room area?
Yeah, sir. My wife and family and I, we did it all except for the floors, the electric, the plumbing, and the gas.
Man.
We did all of this renovation ourselves. It used to be an old pancake restaurant.
Really?
Unfortunately went under from COVID, but we seen it as the bones for our smokehouse.
Had the vision.
Yes, sir.
Had the vision.
That's right.
Then you create the...
we have a full bar in the back.
21
it's 21 and over.
Lead me to the bar,
yes,
Joe.
Sir. Yeah, so you come this way, take a right as soon as you walk in, and then we come down this hallway. Bathrooms are right here, easily accessible between the bar and the restaurant.
Oh, wait a minute.
Gaming machines. We have 6 tabletops. We got a bar counter, and this bar counter right here was made for us by a dear friend of mine who's an executive chef during the day.
Look at this piece of wood.
And it's all pure oak. And Tommy Birmingham did it for me, and it's an outstanding quality.
Fantastic bar.
So our customers come. They sit down. They get to come back here, relax. Our bartenders can make any drink they want. It's a full bar, a wide collection of bourbons. For everything from our smoky old fashions to our smokehouse punch. It's like a Caribbean cocktail.
Ooh.
Yeah, it's fantastic.
All right, maybe too early for a smoky old fashioned, but I'm ready to put some smoky meat in my mouth.
Awesome.
Shall we go?
Let's
prepare the food.
Yes, sir.
In the kitchen, burnt end tacos, brisket tacos.
Yes, sir.
How did this come about?
So my crew and I we decided to compete in New Lenox, our town.
Yeah.
Had a restaurant food fight called Taco Fest.
Ooh.
And it brought together a lot of the local taco restaurants and caterers, and that brings a barbecue joint to the game.
There you go.
And we had some tricks up our sleeves. Our crew are outstanding, authentic, Mexicans who just love barbecue. And they're like, Joe, we have a taco that we want to bring to the game. And they said, okay, so we worked on it together. It consists of our corn tortillas.
Get these on.
And so we warm up our corn tortillas. And then it also consists of brisket, our burn ends, which are elevated level of brisket, right?
Elevated level.
And then you have smoked elote and our homemade pico de gallo.
Everything you're doing is from scratch.
From scratch, homemade. There's no box recipes here at all for anything. And then we add queso fresco cheese. And then homemade, crispy, deep fried jalapeno strings.
Hello.
And put it all together, and voila.
Burnt end.
Yes, sir. So the key is you have to always warm up the taco shells.
Gotcha.
It's critical.
All right.
Because it releases the corn and the texture, and it helps soften it up a little bit.
Remember this, folks. You always have to warm
Always.
up. Always.
No
have to
butter,
warm
no
up
oil.
Nothing.
Nothing.
Just warm up the shell.
If my crew sees me putting something down on this, they will yell and scream a mile away. All right? So we get our tortillas.
Double them up.
Yeah. And then we'll
Boom.
assemble them over here.
Okay.
So you lay them down nice and hot. Okay, now you have to get the brisket out.
Oh,
so this
stop
is our brisket that we already had. See, beautiful.
Look at this guy.
Smoke ring. Cut a nice slice. Okay, just a little bit on there, right?
Man, I wish you could smell this.
So we put our brisket on the bottom layer. And then we'll get our burnt ends.
Oh yeah.
And our burnt ends,
This is the
we want to
elevated
chop
level.
chop them up a little bit so they're not so chunky when you're trying to chew. Okay. And then put them right on top.
Love it.
Okay. Then we add our smoked homemade elote to the top. So it's in every bite.
I'm patiently waiting, Joe.
I know.
Oh my goodness.
Then we add our homemade pico de gallo.
Joe's building the masterpiece.
Our queso fresco cheese. Because there's nothing better than queso fresco. And then we top it off with our homemade crispy jalapeno strings. And that there is our burnt end brisket
Show it to
taco.
him. Show it to him because it's going to be gone here in a sec. You ready to take a bite, my friend?
Yes, sir.
I'll take this end.
All right. Salute.
Salud.
Cheers.
Oh my gosh. This is just outstanding.
Get all the elements of the brisket, the elote, the pico, and the onion strings aren't even hot. They just give you that jalapeno flavor, right?
That is an elevated burnt end brisket taco in the Bourbons Smokehouse. Ow! All right, Joe, it's time to devour.
Yes,
And
sir.
My gosh, you have some stuff for us. This is kind of, this whole thing's in your blood.
Yes, sir.
This goes way back for you. You
Yeah.
say you've cooked all your life?
Yeah, it's been, I was, in the restaurant business as a teenager. It was my first job. And then I've always wanted to have my own joint, and I fell in love with barbecue in '94
Yeah.
at the original Famous Dave's up in Hayward, Wisconsin.
Holy
It was the
cow,
first
very
time I
first
had
one.
my very first one. I took them smoked
Can I
meat.
eat something while I
So this
listen
is
to you
our
talk?
this is our smoked wings. They're jumbo smoked party wings, and then that's dipped in our and spun in our Smokehouse Original. But you could choose any sauce you want. And then
Oh my
we also
goodness.
have our They're also hit with our rub, so that way you get a little extra pop on that flavor every time.
All right. So Famous Dave's was the first
Famous
for you.
Dave's was my
Excuse
first.
me for talking while I'm eating.
Famous Dave's was my first place I ever put a smoked meat in my mouth, just because I didn't travel the country. And I didn't know Southern barbecue, Kansas City, Texas. I was ignorant to all of it. But I became a student in '94 after that point. And after that, I just was in my backyard messing around. I love the science of the seasonings and the rubs and the sauces. And it took over 20 years just to finally get to what we call our flavors today. So everything we do, we make from scratch. So
Everything.
Everything. So our barbecue sauces are
This
made.
is spectacular.
Thank you. That's in-house, made weekly. Our Smokehouse Original, we have Bold Bite, we have Bourbon Sweet, we have a Mustard Rush, it's a mustard sauce, and Kick and Dip is a vinegar sauce.
What do I got in
Now
front of
this
me
is
here?
our crispy fried ribs. So we take our smoked ribs, our 3-pound baby backs, then we deep fry them, and then we spin them in a sweet sauce, and it provides a crispy outer edge with a super tender, soft inside. And then we hit them with our rub. And then,
I should say, while we're hearing the beeping behind us, this is what you do.
Yeah.
Because you've got both New Lenox Police and Fire
Yes, sir.
behind you.
they are
Why so important?
our military and our first responders are incredibly important to me and my family. Always have been. My family's always been in the police, Chicago Police Department, and in fire and the military. My dad was a veteran of the Army, and I wasn't fortunate enough to serve. You know, over my little Irish mom said over her dead body, was I going to go to Iraq? So but I wish I did. I wish I did serve in. But it's the least we can do is give back to our first responders and our military and veterans as well.
That's awesome.
So that's why we invited them to represent, to be here, and we're feeding them today because that's what we do. On Veterans Day, we do a special veterans meal. Veterans get a free wrap of ribs with a whole meal just on the house because, you know, they were out there and they're the reason why we have freedom today. So,
well said.
So the guys are here, and the ladies and gentlemen from our police and fire are here celebrating with us just to enjoy a good meal. So
You talked about, this has always been my dream. It's now become reality for you. You were catering 2018
yes, sir.
until this opened in what?
22.
22.
Yeah. March of 22.
You're just barely a year open.
Just a year.
How's the community embraced you?
They're amazing. We couldn't ask for anything more. The mayor, Tim Balderman, and his crew, the staff of the village is unbelievable folks. They're great people. Our whole community has absorbed us, and we just love being able to bring authentic barbecue because we don't cook stuff in an oven for 2 hours and then put it on the table. You know, everything is smoked in advance. So when we run out, we sell out. And they don't necessarily understand that yet, and they don't like it sometimes, but we sell out. And you know, that's because our briskets are 20 hours. Our pork butts are over 16 hours.
Wow.
Our chickens are 6 to 8 hours.
Speaking of chicken,
Yeah, this is
how many hours?
This is a smoked half chicken. It takes 6 to 8 hours.
6 to 8 hours. I'm just pulling the leg right off.
Yeah.
Holy cow, is this moist? I can tell
and
already.
then we season everything just with our own seasonings, flavors, rubs, sauces.
Joe.
And we just make it the way we feel you should deserve to when you go out for a meal. You spend a lot of money when you go out to dinner. We expect it to be a great experience. So bring your family, bring your kids, bring your friends, and come out and have a good meal. But make sure, and that's what it's important to us, that the money is valuable for you. That you get what you paid for.
All right, you're saying family, you're saying value. Hold it. I haven't even got to the mac and cheese.
Yeah, this is an
Hold
amazing,
on to that thought.
That's an amazing mac. So this is we have our own cheese sauce we make every day. And this isn't just a plain mac and cheese, which we do have plain mac and cheese, right? But this is our amazing mac. So it has extra flavors, extra seasoning. It has jalapenos, corn kernels, and then it's a layer of shredded cheese and then the breadcrumb topping on top. And that is a meal alone. And then you can even put meat. So everything here at Bourbons is meat transport.
Oh my gosh.
So
Yeah,
I
that's
call
amazing.
it meat transport because you can put brisket, pork, chicken, whatever you want on top of this thing.
Here's what we have to figure out when I talk about family meal. Family. Hey, Becca, I'm going to hand this to you out of camera as you take that back. I'm going to move these over. Keep shooting, Austin. Because we're moving these over because the family stuff is coming in. So you talk about food for a family. This is what, come on in, Beck.
This is my daughter, Becca. She's the heart and soul of our company, along with my bride, Tanya.
This
and my
isn't
son,
it.
Joey.
What else goes along with this, Becca?
And then we also have
your
our
sides.
So this is called our rack house platter. So our rack house is a full rack of our 3-pound baby back ribs. It's a ½ pound of brisket, a ½ pound of pork, and a ½ pound of chicken. Now, you can choose hot links, you can do Italian sausage, but the brisket and the ribs come with the whole rack house. We also make our cornbread from scratch, so there's no box recipe. And I'm getting shirts made that says you never see the Saturday Night Live skit with the need more cowbell.
Yes.
So I'm gonna have one that's need more cornbread because this is from scratch, from the ground up made cornbread. Now you could get garlic toast with it instead of cornbread, but we do cornbread. And then you have 2 sides you can choose. So you have a whole pound of French fries, and then we chose the regular mac and cheese. But you have smoked beans, we got coleslaw, green beans.
Family of 4 can come in and eat this, and you talk about value for how much?
This is $65
This is fantastic.
for
All
a
right.
family of 4.
I
Yes,
haven't
sir.
tasted the cornbread.
All right, yeah, it's not a southern cornbread that's dry, flaky, and fall apart, right? This is a cakey, sweet kind of cornbread. So it's like a dessert cornbread. It's very nice and sweet and moist and tender.
Oh my goodness.
Yeah, sure.
This is spectacular.
Yeah.
Oh my gosh.
It's a honey butter cornbread.
You say this is dessert, and
That's
yet
just-
there's still dessert beyond this.
Yes, sir.
Becca,
Yeah.
what do we have here?
This is our banana pudding.
Banana pudding. He's already going through the ribs.
Yes, sir.
This is banana. Okay. Okay, with the wafers on the side. Look at that stick together. Holy cow.
Yeah. The banana pudding, it's just our favorite dessert here.
Give me a second.
You have to have banana pudding and a barbecue joint. Now we're creating some other ones. We're gonna have a chocolate chip, like sundae kind of deal. And we're also a peach cobbler, but we chose the banana pudding for you today.
You can't get any better than this.
Thank
This
you.
is fantastic.
Appreciate
All right,
it.
people around here know. If they haven't found out about it, where do they find Bourbons Smokehouse online? How can they come in and taste this feast?
You look us up on Google, Apple Maps, online, Yelp, whatever. We're
Your
everywhere.
Facebook page.
Facebook page, Instagram, and then bourbonsmokehouse.com is our website. You can order online. We also do catering. We do an epic catering event. So you can have us just do bulk catering with meats in bulk, and you can come pick it up. We can deliver it to you. Or we do our on-site events where we have our barrels and our wood tables and the smokers out there, and we're carving up meats for weddings or events. And so when it comes to an event, we want the host and the hostess to be just blown away. So their guests, that's all they're talking about.
Oh my gosh.
And they're super proud. And that's what we shoot for. So every time we cook, and we provide our food for customers who are catering, that's the expectation, is that they're going to be beyond thrilled. So
Hey, Joe.
we go out of our way to make sure it's outstanding. And brisket's king here. So you have to try the brisket for sure.
Right now?
Yes, sir. I know you're eating a lot, but you have to have some brisket. That brisket is our Braveheart premium black Angus beef. Pork is our Allegiance premium Duroc pork. The chicken we get is all within 200 miles of all the farms locally. And the ribs are Allegiance premium Duroc pork, 3-pound baby backs. I choose baby backs. A lot of people are like St. Louis ribs. Baby backs have smaller bones, more meat on them, so you get more meat for the weight. And our racks of ribs by itself are just $26. So you can go spend $25 for a not even 2-pound rack of ribs, or you could get our 3-pound baby backs for $26.
Bourbons Smokehouse, Joe.
Yes, sir.
Dreams come true.
Thank you, sir.
Man,
Appreciate it.
what this is spectacular. I'm just straight going bananas.
That's the banana pudding is it's righteous, isn't it? It's the perfect wrap.
That's righteous.
Good.
Oh, dude.
All right. Thank you.
Perfect. Just perfect.
You didn't even try a rib. All right.
Are these different than the ribs? Oh,
No, yeah, they are. You want to get this or no? I guess not. It's okay.
I'm still rolling.
Oh, are you?
Always.
So those are the 3-pound baby back ribs. So I don't cut them. I could, so you could come in
That's
and say,
my thing.
You could come and say, hey, I want you guys to have them sliced individual. And we'll do that for you. But I choose to have them whole. And the reason why is that moisture stays in there. So as soon as we cut them and you're sitting out here and you're enjoying time with your family, 20 minutes goes by, then you go into the rib and it's drying out. So we leave them whole so that way you retain that moisture and that experience. Yes, sir.
goodness gracious. Any time of day is the right time of day for brisket, ribs, pork, and chicken, and so much more. Bourbons Smokehouse in New Lenox. I'm Brad Johansson. You gotta try this spot. Pickup or curbside, you gotta sit inside. There's no question what filled my belly today is the reason that Bourbons Smokehouse is one of America's best restaurants. I'm Brad Johansson. We're on the road. Until next time, this is America's Best Restaurants.